Welcome to Canadians Fly. I'm Nancy, and today I'm here to discuss, they're called, oh my goodness, what is this movie referred to as, like catastrophic movies, like 2012, The Day After Tomorrow, I think it's called. Another is called The Wave or Wave, and Deep Impact, movies like that. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but I am. And I bring those movies up because I look at life as a ongoing cycle. That's to say, life continues to go on with or without us. We are just a small portion of the life overall. And I say that because catastrophic events are believed to have happened many times in the history of this world. Man is new to life. And this video is what some may say is a fatalistic mindset. Okay. May be scary to others. Okay. Because the truth of the matter is, it is what it is. It really is. And either we acknowledge what is to come, or we ignore what is to come. Now, many of these movies, or some of these movies that I brought up at the beginning of the video, go around global warming, climate change. And I bring that up because the question is global global warming real? Is climate change real? As depicted in the movies. Is it? Now, me personally, those are the type of movies that I'm drawn to. Why? I don't know. But it seems like I kind of got an answer this evening as I was just performing some general studies. I began studying the astrological alignment for March of 2018, and that search took me somewhere I wasn't anticipating going. And the information that I found out does point to a catastrophic event that will happen in the future. Still yet a few years. But it seems like it's in a time period in which, if we continue to live on, that we will be a part of. I'm talking about like in the next 5 years or something like that. Fatalistic. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of share what I found today. And it just amazes me how this astrology, astronomy, mythology, Greek mythology or mythology period, they're all like clues or puzzle pieces. And so that takes to, what do you call it, ancient wisdom, metaphysical studies, and what am I trying to think of, it's called school mysteries of schools, mystery schools, the ancient mystery schools, where only elite or special people knew what was coming. They could prophesy what was coming. They could foretell what was coming. Therefore, they could monopolize or profit from whatever events were coming. Some people, what kind of people? Let's say more religious people, may have used the information, those that knew the secret society is what I was trying to get to too. Secret society people associated with religion use that information some to warn the masses, others used it to manipulate circumstances and situations in their favor, and to control the people and the people's mindsets. Other secret societies use the information that they knew of to, again, manipulate circumstances and situations in their favor for monetary purposes. Now, 2018, we are so advanced. We are highly advanced if you really just pay attention. We no longer have to go to the libraries and dig the indexes and off after shelf books. We can just log on to Google and begin our research. If we desire, we can take the basics that we learn and we can go to the library and search. And I bring that up because, again, when it comes to the secret societies, these secret societies were made up of people that were not preoccupied with their own personal life. No, not at all. They were looking at a bigger picture, understanding that their mere little life was a part of the bigger picture. And for many, as mentioned, could use that information to manipulate circumstances and situations in their favor, one way or another. We are now living in a time where we don't care about the bigger picture. We are oblivious to the bigger picture. All we care about is what's before us, here and now, what's going on in our life, what our religion tells us, and we trust in it wholeheartedly. That's some deep shit. Because if a person like myself, old basic Nancy, can take the time and find the same stuff, the same secrets as those that were a part of those secret societies, that suggests to me that a lot of this information was kept from the general public, the layman, intentionally, knowing that they who, the general public, the layman and woman, could be led, this is in the Bible, to the slaughter like sheep, or led like sheep to the slaughter. And this is true. This is so true. I hope y'all wake up for real. And yes, this information is fatalistic kind of thinking. How can I say it? It is scary, to say the least, but at least it is truthful and it's facts. And if you understand what the truth is, if you can perceive what's going to take place, that means you can do something about it. It's not etched in stone. What am I saying after 9 minutes? I have reported, I'm going to go over the things that I've reported in astrology, astrological readings, and some of which have been handled in tarot readings, et cetera, to make it all make sense. I just recently talked about one of the spiritual creatures that reside here on this planet. And that spiritual creature manifested in this world by building itself, its own body, using us. And that spiritual creature, I deemed like an octopus. And how we are the life. We are the life. We are the creature. And that creature, ultimate existence is for destruction and the destruction of humanity. Now, that same system, that octopus that I recently did in a video, it's nothing wrong with that creature, the structure of it. The structure is fine. The issue is the body parts, us, the people that give it life, our intent, our purpose. Our intent and purpose is all about selfish means, period. So each component of that creature moves unified without knowing that you're unified, not knowing that you are this creature I speak of that embraces the world. We all move unifiedly to destroy each other and the world. But if we had we can see the bigger picture, and animate this creature in a way that considered everyone, all of humanity, as well as this earth in which it embraces, it would be beneficial to us and not destructive to us. This creature is only going to do what we move to make it do. We animate it. Another thing I talked about now, I talked about that from a large scale perspective, global view, humanitarian view. But in other videos, I've talked about the individual person going after their own selfish aims, some of which we weren't able to accomplish thus far in the course of our life, how we're pairing up and connecting with people that have familiar spirits, and it's still our intent to bring into existence that which we desire. And it's all about being egotistical or narcissistic and selfish. Again, that is the characteristics that we possess on an individual basis, and it's still just as destructive on an individual basis as it is as a part of that collective, colossal spiritual creature that I talked about the other day. Now, I know I'm saying a lot. If you just ride the wave with me, it's a message here. Now, how long has humanity been here? Heck, I don't know. Yes, we have scientific guesses out here about how long man has been upon this earth. And we also know, another thing, is so much, y'all. It's so much. This stuff is so deep. It's also a fact that we cannot deny is that humanity is leaping or advancing technologically. Just in the last 100 years, big leaps, our consciousness has advanced. So what am I saying? Man is growing in intellect, in consciousness, and awareness. There's so many things going on. I understand why we can't see. And there's so much going on, so it's even difficult to speak about because there's so much going on simultaneously we can't see. It's all these little that we live in that we just try to deal with day to day. But there is a bigger picture. And there is a bigger agenda. We have men and women that are attempting to dominate the world. At the same time, you have to remember, man has only been here a short time, a very short time. We're only a portion, a grain of sand, a drop of rain in the life. We are not life. We are in the life. What else is a part of life? The earth, the universe, the solar system, yada, yada, yada. The microorganisms in the ground and in your body. We all are a part of life. Why do I say that? So much to say, how do you organize this kind of stuff, especially without an outline? Look, let's talk about it. Why do I say that? is because I bring back up man leaping in awareness, intellect, technologically advancing. We are on the verge of destroying ourselves. And remember, we're just a grain of sand in this life. Again, galactic or macro life, and then there is the macro and micro life. All is life. We are just let's say like a puppet in the midst of life. And humanity is a very small portion. Although we're very small portion, we have become very destructive. We are very selfish, self-centered. We think that the life revolves around us, and it does not. And understand that life takes care of the life. And if we are a pestilence, if we are destructive, then the life is going to handle, it's going to take care of itself. We are merely organism in all this. And why am I talking about all of this 18 minutes in? So much information to share that it's so much. Again, there's so much going on simultaneously. You can't see it. There's so much stuff. All this, it's some really big stuff going on. And we caught up in all the small stuff, the real small, intricate details. Interesting. I'm going to try to move along because what I'm noticing is that y'all don't watch my videos all the way through. So you'll never understand what I'm talking about. But for those that are willing, I will continue to move forward. But I just want to suggest that take the time to look at the videos. I mean, again, I keep telling y'all the tarot cards are cool, astrology is cool, all those things are cool. But it's almost like for many of you, it's like you're pretending that you want to see. You don't want to see. That's why you're not seeing. I'm kicking it with you for real. You won't act like you want to see, but you don't. The only thing that you want to know is that your love life is going to be absolutely wonderful. And that he or she is going to come back to you and you're going to live happily ever after. It's going to be perfect. You have 2.5 kids. I was under this delusion in my 20s. It almost happened. That was playground. And so it's all, and that work is going to be okay, that you're going to earn a bunch of money, that you're going to be able to travel, you're going to be healthy, you're going to live forever. That's what you want to hear. But you don't want to see. That's the issue. You don't want to see. And so if you are a person that falls into that category, then you are living blindly, literally. I mean, I guess it's your choice. It's your choice. And that's why I brought up that spiritual octopus. Because if you're blind, you don't know, or you're not aware, or at least you can act like you're not aware, that you don't know what you're contributing. And so until the majority of us, the majority of humanity, understands what's taking place, what's going on a small scale as well as a large scale, we are going to self-destruct. And I mean that, referring back to 2012, what, Deep Impact, The Wave, The Day After Tomorrow, literally. So you tell me what you think your relationship is going to be like, how your finances are going to be, etc., when 2012 happened, or Deep Impact happened, or The Wave happened. Or what's the other one? Oh, The Day After Tomorrow. You tell me. How much will that really matter then to you? I'm going to leave that to you to answer. So, why am I making this video? The reason why I'm making this video is as I shared, I was doing some studies today, and it took me past this information I didn't expect to run into. And what it was about, at this point in time, this is Valentine's Day, it's February 14th. And so I was looking at this astrological lineup, and I'm always concerned with something being incomplete or asking is it finished. And what am I talking about? Relative. I'm talking about we have, 9 planets in our solar system. Is that all that creates the astrological alignments and energies that govern us? And in that case, if that be the case, then that is where the tarot comes in at. But what about the other planets? What about the other stars? And so I started researching planets and stars that we do not speak of or think about. They're not in our, not in the general public's conscious awareness anyway. And so what did I find? I'm going to just highlight it. The Pacific Ocean has 2 islands, I'll say, in general. One is Easter Island, and the other is Hawaii. Now I know it's Roots Islands, but general. Now, currently in our skies, there are 2 planets. One is called Maka, and the other is called I'll be all day trying to go back through all these notes. I can't think of the name of the other one. Anyway, these 2 islands, distinct islands in the Pacific Ocean, points to something in the making. After research, it suggests that if I'm doing it right, I'm not sure about the time, but let's say in the next 5 years, as mentioned earlier in the video, that it's possible like some volcanic activity will happen. And that volcanic activity is going to bring a lot of weather anomalies into existence coming out of the Pacific Ocean. And right now, it's being set up. That's what you come to understand. It's being set up now. And this is based on the astrological as well as the earth and how it relates. Remember how those astrological energies govern us in the physical realm. The earth is in the physical realm. Another thing that we don't acknowledge is that just like you and I are human, we are a particular species, that earth has a family. And Gaia is a part of a species of planets and stars. And so why am I saying this? If somebody come mess with you, your family gonna be there to defend you. Same thing with Earth. And also, all of us are a part of the life. The life is going to take care of itself. It's going to get rid of that is disruptive, and it's going to support that which is supportive or being one with the life. And why do I bring that up? Because Earth ain't by herself. And neither is she helpless. By far is what I'm seeing. And so we need to get ourselves together. There have been many talks, political, as I brought up, it's been shown in the movies. And we are not understanding that this is more than a threat. It is our future. And it is at hand. These people that are pushing for natural energies are doing it for a reason. Because Gaia about to nut up. And it's not just her. Remember, she has a celestial family. It's all about to nut up on us. Why? Because we are a disruptive virus upon this world, in the life, and within the universe. So, as I asked you, How important is your relationship going to be with your significant other? How important is your bank account going to be when these things occur? And again, next 5 years, you see an increase of weather anomalies and shifts in the earth. The crust is being displaced, is pitting, different things like that. But we're not paying attention. Oh, it's just, it's just happening. No, Anyway, let me get back to what I was looking at in the stars. It's a message. It's a message. And what I realized is, since I've been doing my works, when I really started taking this channel to another level, introducing the astrology on top of tarot to make it make sense so that when I do a tarot reading, I'm not lying to you, but I am giving you the instructions as written out by the universe. I always talk about how God is talking to us. Well, here it goes. Let me take it to another level because all that I've been talking about since that time is in the stars today on February 14th of 2018. It's a continuation of the initial story that I gave back on March 6th of 2016. It was a prophecy where God all was speaking to us saying we some self-centered, egotistical mother suckers. And God, universe, however you like to, address it, was saying, I'm about to transform your mind. And so it's been giving us a chance to transform our mind so that we can be re-educated, so that we can be saved. We're not listening. We don't know how to listen. We stuck in religion, and I don't understand that. And I don't mean no offense to nobody. I went through the church, but I don't understand how a person can sit there year after year and sing the same old spirituals and read the same old verses, but it not make sense nor manifest in the physical. As I spoke before in one video, there's no healing. It's no understanding. Your pastor is your shepherd. Supposed to lead you to understanding, lead you to clarity, lead you to see, but you're not seeing. Okay? Anyway, life is the ultimate teacher. That's another thing. We're getting caught up. Life has been teaching, but we're not learning. So we get caught up in the small things into ourselves, that narcissistic personality where we're not seeing because we're too preoccupied. Life has been teaching. So there will be no excuses. There will be no excuses when people crying and running around or starving. There'll be no excuses because you have pastors or spiritual leaders that failed you and you don't know and you're still standing there and you're not learning. Life been trying to teach you, but you've been so preoccupied with your life or defending the church or whatever the case may be, you're not learning. So there'll be no mercy to show. Anyway, back to this Pacific Ocean and the brewing of this weather anomaly that will be happening in a short while, in a few years, is that storm that I speak of, or onset of storms or changes to our atmosphere, are occurring because it has different components to it. Because first it's about destruction. And what is it destroying? It's beginning to destroy humanity. So that it can do what? Re-fertilize the earth, the planet. Because it's about the life. And we're not being one with the life. On the other side of the sky from that brewing energy, the plan is being laid, is this delusion taking place. And the delusion is that, in which I spoke of in that March 6, 2016 video about the end time prophecy, in which God gave me, as well as many others in humanity, the message. Were we listening? Some of us heard, and I don't know. I'm just let that go. But anyway, he said, God, universe, or however you like to address it, said, I'm going to transform your mind. I'm transforming your mind. And the opportunity has been opened up to us to transform our mind. In each video, I've been talking about the process that we have been going through, we've been guided to go through. Will our mind be transformed? Well, based on what I'm seeing, not really. It's happening for some, but it has to be the majority. So, on that other side of the sky, from the storm that's brewing, the conditions of the storm are being written up. Other side is the delusion, and that is of selfish aims and pursuits. And don't know unless you start digging deep, unless you pay attention to the light, unless your shepherd is really going to teach you and help open your eyes, is that there is what do you call it, like a decoy for the life. Because the life got a plan. Now you can line up, you can wake up, you can see, and you can adjust yourself accordingly. And then there's mercy. But if you don't see, there's a decoy out here. See, it's about, do you want to see? And the decoy is, at this time, is about strife and discord. As you try to pursue your own selfish aims and in your social circles and the things that you try to do, so you're going to be preoccupied with a saying, you're going to be preoccupied with the smaller aspects of life, your personal life. You're going to be really narcissistic and self-absorbed. You won't see what's taking place. It was another thing that I picked up in the stars today, and it brought up our owl. If you follow me in one of my videos, I broke down the color blue relative to our blue moon and our red, our blood red blue moon. But I focused on the color blue. And in the investigation or research on blue, we found that the owl was highly receptive to blue. It paid attention. Blue representing the cause. So that is, and we know that the owl is associated with the wise old owl. The wise old owl pays attention and can see what's coming its way. The wise old owl is the one that can help the others do what? Either you can turn his head all the way around and look around like you don't see nothing, fly away, or it can pass the information. But that wise old owl is known for seeing what is developing and what's coming its way. I bring that up because in my studies today, tell me why that owl didn't pop back up when it came to that Pacific Ocean and the development of the storm brewing. That storm brewing is the beginning of the purifying of the earth. But it talks about how the owl is the seer and can deliver. It's a messenger, not a seer. It's a messenger. You got to see to deliver a message, but it's a messenger. So here, I'm gonna say hypothetically, I'm an owl. Anybody delivered a message like myself is an owl. Those that are telling about global warming and all these potential catastrophic weather things are owls, then let you know. Again, you're preoccupied with yourself. Remember, there's not going to be no mercy. We hopefully will see. Wise old owl is sharing the message. I mean, it gets so deep. This is not something that I can coerce you into believing or realizing. This is something that you have to accept from life, experience, become one with. And that's, again, has to be the majority. It has to be the majority. So true for matter, fatalistic, I don't see it being very good for us. Anyway, what else did I want to talk about relative to this? And I'm going to let y'all know. I'll remind you that Pluto's in Capricorn, and we have the 2023 to transform. What are we really transforming? What is it really about? That goes back to that octopus. The octopus, the way it's set up now, is a destructive spiritual being. We are that life within the octopus, and that octopus will do what we want it to do. It is a puppet to us, but if we are empowered, the octopus is a puppet that we maneuver. But if we're not conscious, if we're not aware, then it uses our bodies like an avatar to do its bid upon this earth for certain beings. Oh yeah, I talked about the strife and discord, and a lot of it's going to come on suddenly. It also talks about and another thing is that Uranus and Pisces. You know, Uranus is the wounded healer. Yes, these energies are talking to us. It wants us to heal. Universe, God, all is giving us opportunity to heal. Are we taking it? No. But guess who else is being offered healing? It is the earth. That's why that plan is being set up to begin the cleansing process. For the earth. Health is also is a primary factor that will be saved in the life. There was some other stuff that I wanted to talk about because it's so much. It is so much, and it's serious business, you know. And I lose a lot of subscribers on my channel, and I guess it's because I'm talking about serious business. And and another thing on the side of the sky that points to the discord and the strife and, you know, sudden events surrounding that, our own personal aims, our narcissistic behavior with one another and upon this earth and with this earth, you know, people not being able to see clearly what's taking place, is that on the opposite side over there, near that Pacific Ocean, where those plans are being set up, and we're talking about on the spiritual level. That's why you're not paying attention. We pay attention to the physical, we don't pay attention to the spirit. Another that side over there where those plans are being taken up, what is the plan ultimately about? It is about the bringer of harmony and concord, bringing back the balance. That's what it's about. That's why the plan is being set up. Now we over here doing our thing, not paying attention, causing more mayhem. The universe over here saying, okay, well, while you over there playing, we over here preparing. And you are being given an option because you, humanity, are a part of the life. But you're not appreciating life. Yeah, it's about the fertility and the growth. So, last thing, in closing, so the video won't be too long, all that ranting and rambling about the end time, the doomsday, it is what it is. You will perceive as you so choose to, are you programmed to perceive. I don't even know how to suggest that we get out of this because we in deep. But what was I about to say? I think it's about really making up your mind. That's what I'm saying. Making up your mind. Are you interested in seeing or not? And I ask you to answer this question yourself, because if a person indulges in like terror, you're interested in knowing the future. And do you want to know the future? Once you answer this, you know who you are. Either you're narcissistic, or you're selfish and self-centered, or you are awakened, enlightened, and ready to be re-educated. Answer this. Are you only interested in knowing the future about yourself, your happiness, your relationship, your family, if you're going to have a new car, if you're going to maintain a house, you know, do they love you, whatever the case may be. If that is your primary thing and that's all you care about, then you are an avatar for that spiritual octopus I talked about. If your answer is yes, then you are one of those self-centered, narcissistic folks that I talk about. And therefore, understanding there won't be any mercy. And that's going to be for all of us. But if the majority of us are like that, there's going to be no mercy from the life as it readjusts itself. On the other side, you can say, you know, I'm interested in what's going to happen to my life, in my life from day to day, with love, family, et cetera, et cetera. I do. You know, I want to know if I'm going to have a new car, if I'm going to be financially okay, you know, if I'm going to have a house, a roof over my head, what next year going to be. But I'm also interested in the future of humanity. And I, as an individual, don't have to look way ahead, but it could be my kids, because I ain't had kids yet. It could be my grandkids, because my kids just got old enough to have kids. Or it could be my great-grandkids, because my kids they grew up and now they're about to have kids. And they don't have kids. And so I'm concerned about their future. I might even be a little concerned about if there is an afterlife in way of reincarnation, and I'm coming back here, and I'm interested in the state of the world, because I might manifest back into this mother sucker. You know, what is it going to be like? Whatever it's going to be like is being determined now, while I'm here now. That would suggest that you are also a part of that spiritual octopus I'm talking about, ready to be a puppet master and make it work for you as well as the remainder of the world. That suggests that you are ascending, that you are awakening, and you understand not only the smaller parts, you not only have an interest in the smaller parts, but you understand the bigger picture, and you have an interest in investing in the bigger picture. That would suggest that you are also spiritually in tune and ready to be re-educated by the all in order to have mercy showed upon you. If the majority of us can get into that state of being and that state of mind, then understand that there will be mercy showed to us. But if we don't, get ready for 2012, 2023, get ready for Deep Impact, or what's the day after tomorrow, or what's the other one I named? One of them, yeah, catastrophe.